Welcome, everyone. I'm Barbara Joseph, and I'm coming to you from Central Maine. And tonight is Tune In Tuesday, and it's an opportunity for you to get introduced to what we call a life in balance, a life of living with active wellness, and that we have choices that are proven to increase health, energy, and vitality. And with me tonight, I have Angie Patino and Bob Stallalonis from Southern Maine, Suzanne Steele from New Hampshire, Lori Jones from South Carolina, and Ann Brienza also from New Hampshire as presenters and guest speakers. And we've discovered something that we're living and we are sharing it because we've discovered something truly wonderful. And along with the health model, there's actually an income earning model where people can create stronger finances with something called the gig economy. And as you can already tell, since we're all on this PowerPoint presentation, we work together and we collaborate, and we are a purpose-driven community. We are passionate and we have a mission. So in this day and age, there's a lot of challenges and stress. People have so many things that they're juggling, whether it's personal, career, family. And what that does is it adds to a lot of stress. And a lot of stress creates an inability to sleep. And I suspect you know at least one person who has that challenge. And even though we are thrilled to be together on technology tonight from all over North America, computers and cell phones create an environmental toxin because they are diminishing our natural energy fields. Most people are pretty familiar with the pollution that we face with our drinking water and our outdoor air. A lot of people don't know, though, that indoor air is even more polluted than outdoors given all of the outgassing. So how does this affect us? Well, we have a lot of chronic diseases and challenges these days. ADD, ADHD, arthritis, asthma, fibromyalgia, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and the scary part is that these conditions are happening to younger and younger people, having a very great impact on our population. So we all want to feel better, live happier, longer, more fulfilling lives, but the question with all of these challenges, environment and toxins and lifestyle, how can we do that? And how can we do it so it's simple and easy and people will just take it on? Well, we call it self-care, and it's the ability to be healthy by choice and not just by chance, which really won't happen. Every day we get to make choices, and the choices that we make are going to determine the quality of our life. And on this slide, there's an upward spiral curve here, and it's a human being more at the top of the mountain, the top of their game, being fit, healthy, and active. Now, if the choices that are made don't support good health, whether it's in the foods, the income, the beverages, anything at all, we are a human being under stress with those overburdened shoulders. And it's all about lifestyle. And it's all about small choices that can make a difference when they are consistent. So we're all thrilled because we've been introduced to something that's pretty special. We call it the Nikken Advantage. And Nikken means Japanese health. And Mr. Isama Masuda developed Nikken in 1975 with one product, which is a pair of magnetic insoles. And he was interested for people to live a life of balance and how important it is for everyone to have health in their mind and their thoughts being inspired and active and engaged, their body to be healthy and fit and strong and flexible, that the family deserves to have whole health and that they also deserve to have quality time together. You know, people really need to have financial well-being, and that can be quite a bit of a struggle. And when people do have finances, they're more apt to contribute to their communities and their society. So we're looking to help people understand health and balance in these 5 key areas. Nikken is an advanced, complete self-care, total self-care company in the world. We don't know another company that has the product line that we do. We have been in research and development for over 42 years, and we're over 20 countries globally. And what's so incredible is this is all pre-computer internet, meaning it's all word of mouth referrals. And it's all about health and the environment and recognizing what is natural and essential for life. And it's all about energy and nature and what is vital. So everybody loves the warm, comforting rays of the sun. And when the air is really fresh and, oh, I don't know, refreshing and like in the mountains and by the ocean. And the earth has a magnetic field, and you can see that the human body replicates the same symmetrical field. Now, what if we could live in harmony with these essential energies? And until we can live in nature, we have something that is called the wellness home that creates a natural environment. So we use an acronym called OWNERS to introduce this to you, and they're innovative products that replicate nature, and they put the body in a position so the body can relax, refresh, rejuvenate itself, and help people to make these changes that are sustainable, that can improve the quality of their life. So I'm going to invite Angie to come on and begin to share some stories she has about our indoor air purification.
As Barbara said, wish we could have the outdoors air in our indoor, and we can do that through the Nikken multi-stage filter. The quality of air in our house can be really detrimental. For example, I was painting, and I had a friend stop in, and he saw me with my paint clothes, and he says, "Oh, you're painting?" And I said, "Yes." And he said, "Well, I don't really smell the paint." So I thought immediately that it was the Kinko air purifier that was on in the room that I was using, that I was painting in. So that's a perfect example of how the quality of air can be improved through these technologies. And then the Kinko travel one is great for in the car, because the toxins in the car are just as pollutant. So those are two simple ways of improving the quality of air for our lungs, so that our lungs don't have to be the filters.
And it is simple. And Lori is going to introduce us to some water solutions.
Yes, water was the second product I ever got, and it's the one that really, really helps me to keep energized and stay healthy and hydrated. Our water system, our PIMAG waterfall, it takes all the yucky stuff out and it puts in good stuff, and it magnetizes it, and the water is just delicious. I don't drink any other kind of water anymore because it doesn't taste good. I also have the power system for the microjet, the PIMAG in the shower, and that is so refreshing. Even my hair feels different after showering. And then on the go is the PIMAG water sport bottle. It's just amazing how much better I feel when I'm drinking the water.
And this is a wonderful demonstration of how wonderful the sweet potato can feel. In tap water, there's no growth. In reverse osmosis, there's barely anything happening. The well water's got some activity, but in our PIMAG water, which is living water, it's thriving because it's getting all the nutrients and nourishment that it needs.
And speaking of nourishment, our bodies obviously need to function, and each system has a different need. And the urinary system is obviously different needs from the nervous system. So Nikken has provided us with a core system, and each nutrient is designed specifically for a particular system in our body. And we'll refer to this, our guest Ann will refer to some of this before in her presentation. But anyways, I just wanted to quickly do the women's nutritional. My sisters had very terrible hot flashes, and I gave her the women's nutritionals, and in a week the hot flashes went away, and she said, "I don't ever want to be without that again." And that was 3 years ago, and she hasn't had a hot flash. So Nikken really works at sharing exactly what we need and how to make our bodies in this environment be healthy.
Yeah, and I love how they make it simple. Heart health, bone health, immune support. You don't really have to figure out which product you would need.
So the skin is our largest organ, and Nikken has really formulated this to be as pure as possible and with organic skincare. And it makes a big difference. Hair care is amazing, and I've had some people say that their hair feels fuller and just rejuvenated. Again, all about helping our body perform to the best of its ability.
And it is unique. It's got magnetic particles in it. So I think that's why people feel all of that vital energy.
Also, everybody needs energy. We're always on the go. And I know that these are amazing products. My first product ever was a set of insoles. And you can see the Kenko M Strides. My feet used to throb, and I used to have discomfort well into the night where I couldn't sleep. I worked on a concrete floor during the school year for 14 years, and until I got these insoles, I couldn't sleep at night. I could hardly walk around after work, but it's changed my life. There's other products that I use as well. I have a back flex in, the Kenko Mag Flex right now. I have that in, that helps. And when I don't have them, I can feel a big difference, and I don't feel as well, and I don't have the energy that I usually have.
I just have to put in a plug for that Kenko MagFlex because I've been doing some very serious landscape gardening, and it is amazing.
Rest is critical for our bodies to recuperate, just like we plug in our cell phones at night. We need to plug ourselves into our magnetic natural energy here. And the Kenko pad and the pillow and the comforter create a cocoon effect. I was working with a 17-year-old young woman who was not sleeping very well, and she had some challenges. And I met with her, gave her a rollout, and loaned her the product. And for a young woman who was sleeping an hour or two a night, the first night that she was on this sleep system, she slept for 7 hours, and her mother kept going in to make sure that she was okay, because that was so unusual for her. So this is what these energies, these natural materials and natural energies do for us. And the cocoon replicates what the dream system does to help the body recuperate and rejuvenate. And that's what it did for this young lady. And it's been amazing.
That's so wonderful. Such simple solutions. And if someone doesn't know what a rollout is, it's using some of our magnetic products to do a bit of a magnetic massage rejuvenation treatment. And it takes about 10 or 15 minutes, and it allows you to feel what it's like to sleep and use our technologies. So all of these products work together synergistically, and I'm sure you've all seen the plant on the left side here that's diminished and depleted, and when put in a greenhouse with all of the right types of sunlight and warmth and temperature and water, it becomes really healthy. So what Nikken has done is created a wellness home situation. Like a greenhouse is for plants, a wellness home is for people. And Bob is going to join us now and talk a little bit about the income aspect in the gig economy.
Yes. So finance is one of the areas that are important for balance. And if you look over the items like healthcare and education, retirement, cost of living, I mean, even going out for breakfast, 2 people, it's like $25 now just to get a breakfast. And concern over taxes, either you as individuals or certainly people, you know, family or friends are definitely challenged by some of these items, because it does put a lot of stress because the costs are high and there's concern over having enough financial resource to cover all of these. And to couple with that, we saw around 2008 when we had that downturn, it really was a long-term change in the economy. There really isn't job security. There's a transition where people are no longer employed by the same employer for more than a few years on average, as opposed to a whole career. They're even estimating that people have up to 7 careers, people starting out right now in a lifetime, which is obviously radically different. And so the trend is moving towards more self-employed freelancing, and it's referred to as the gig economy, and that concept is really taken from the music industry because musicians often play a gig. So it's a short-term commitment that they're involved in. So they're freelancing, it's self-employed, and that trend is also going on even in large corporations. They're moving away from employees and using more independent workers or contractors. So this is a much more common phenomenon. And in fact, you can see it's estimated that 40% of our workers by the year 2020 will be freelancers. So it's a major trend that's happening. And Nikken is right in there with some of these other companies, like with Uber and so forth, that are common names where you see people are being employed either part-time or full-time using this gig economy concept. So Nikken is very much like that as well. It easily integrates into your life. Angie and I are retired from our primary careers, and we've been doing this part-time in our retirement. It allows us to have quality time with our family and also help other people out and share these technologies. The cost is very low to enter. There's very little risk to it. It's just extremely easy. There's also a lot of support. You mentioned the fact that it's a collaborative effort here. And so we're really just allowing other people to become aware of what active wellness and balanced living is all about and how it can make your environment more vibrant and your life more vibrant. And then we can teach others to do that. As mentioned, it's like-minded community. We care about others. We care about our own well-being, but we want to share that. Also, there's a phrase that if you're not growing, you're basically going backwards. And this provides an environment where you can continue to grow personally and promote something that's very worthwhile. Healthcare is a huge concern for so many people.
Wow. Yes, something really worthwhile, giving the gift of health and balance to people in all those 5 areas. So just taking stock and seeing if what you're doing today in any of those areas is getting you to where you want to be in the future. And as you've listened, what has appealed to you and what are you thinking that your next steps might be? Are you interested to take ownership of your health? Would you like to embrace what we call active wellness? And if so, you can become a customer, and it's really simple. You just get back to the person who is sharing this with you, and you have a wonderful online e-commerce store with great information. You've got a consultant to partner with you and help you strategize in a whole team of people. And if you end up loving the products and finding that you cannot not tell your friends and neighbors because you know that they can benefit, then you can join us in Enrich Lives, and Nikken will be very happy to deposit an income in your account every month. So we have found our joy and we're sharing it, and we're going to invite Suzanne to come on and start a conversation with Ann.
Well, thank you, Barbara. Thank you, everyone. We are a collaborative group of people, and I'm especially grateful because I get to do this business not only with great friends, I get to do this business with my family. So I have my sister, Lori, and my aunt, Ann Brienza, who has an amazing story of how she's been able to utilize some of our latest and greatest new additions to the Nikken solutions for active wellness. So Ann, what's changed for you lately?
I wasn't hungry.
Can you say that again, Ann? Ann, can you start over?
I wasn't really hungry. And I realized that it was time for me to have a shake. And I said, oh, I better bring my shake along on the call.
We lost her.
Yeah.
But we'll get her back. Here she is. Have to unmute. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Do you hear me now?
Now start from the beginning if you would.
Well, I knew I was getting on the call tonight, and coming from growing up in a food-focused family, being Italian, it's very unusual for me to miss a meal or forget about a meal, but I was involved in a project I was doing, and all of a sudden I looked at the clock and realized that I hadn't had my shake. I had my morning shake, and I had my afternoon. I just opted to have a meal, a protein and vegetables, but tonight was time for my shake, and I almost forgot because I wasn't hungry. And I think that it's a key thing for me not to focus on food so much. I've been on the everyday organic plan and had an enormous amount of energy, and it has taken away the stress of planning for 2 meals and of counting any either calories or points or whatever it is. There's none of that, and I know that I'm getting a very nutritious meal when I have the shake and I have some of the other components of the organic plan. So I found a revelation that A, I wasn't hungry, and B, it's saving me so much time and thinking about what am I going to eat, and it's joyful.
So I know that you've been using these products for how long have you been using Nikken products for, Ann?
I have been a Nikken product user for almost 20 years. And when
you started as a customer, right?
I started as a customer. You introduced one of the energy products to me, and I was able to get immediate relief from a lack of sleep and problems with my hands and my shoulders, and I just kept adding different components as I went along to the sleep system. And also when the water came out, I noticed a big difference with utilizing that. And when we were offered the nutritional supplements, which are now organic, and I'm so excited about that, there was an additional change, or actually increase in my energy and my ability to feel that I'm actually reversing aging instead of becoming older. I mean, I know the numbers are there, but I'm not feeling them. I'm feeling better. So that's always shocking.
So I know that last week we had Bob Gruber on, and I did ask him his age, and he didn't want to tell me his age. But I think it's important for people to realize that we don't need to stop doing things once we hit the age of 50 and beyond. And I know that you are someone that does a lot of physical and sport activities before 9 o'clock in the morning. So can you, and we've lost your picture. You're now looking at your table. That's okay. I recognize the table. So if you could bring us through an Ann Brienza day and how you've integrated this everyday organic program into your life. Just give us a usual day.
Well, for instance, this morning I woke up at 5:30, which is my usual time, and I'm very blessed to be living in northern New Hampshire on a lake. And so I got up and I had my green supplement, which is jade green science, and then I did about 20 minutes of yoga. And then I donned my wetsuit because it was only 59 degrees this morning, and I went out on my dock at 6:30 and met my ski buddies and took a couple of ski runs behind the boat, slalom skiing, which I love. It's my favorite sport. I came in and had my supplements and my shake, and then took my pie water with me and headed to the golf course. And I threw in a load of wash in between then, and headed to the golf course. And I would have played 18. I like to carry my clubs and have a really passion for being outdoors. And so we got rained on the 9th hole, unfortunately. So I decided to have lunch with my daughter, and then did 2 quick little Nikken visits with a massage therapist and another person who was interested in learning about Nikken, and set up another appointment. And then came home and did some sewing and got involved in that. So that was up till about 7 o'clock.
So, and that's the usual day in the life of Ann Brienza.
Yes. Well, I would have played another 9 holes if we hadn't gotten rained out.
So, Ian, if you can see if you can get your camera back on you. So just for the audience, we as women don't like to share our age, but I'm almost 52, and Ann is my aunt. So she's older than I am. And she has more energy and does more things than I do in 2 or 3 days.
I don't know about that, but can you see me now?
Nope.
Huh.
There we are.
Oh, okay. I can't see myself, so I don't know. But well, I am 66, and I'm very excited because this year I'll be 67 in a couple of months, and that puts me 3 years closer to skiing for free at my local mountain, snow skiing. And so I just am excited about getting older because you get all these freebies, and our state mountain allowed us to ski for free at 65. So I'm just really excited about that. It's great. And having the Nikken as being in a Nikken wellness home and having the Nikken nutritional supports is so key to enjoying the golden years. I want to call them platinum years, right? And it's fun. I have the honor of becoming a grandmother this year, and when I finished skiing this morning, a thought passed through my mind that I'm so excited that I'm going to be able to teach my grandson as soon as he's able to do all these things: snow ski, water ski, and that is a very exciting thing, to be able to be healthy and fit and want to be able to do those kind of things with the next generation. That excites me.
Well, thank you very much, Ann, Auntie. And, this is a great way to spend your days, be able to spend time with your family, travel together, meet incredible people, and work with such a collaborative, amazing team as we have here.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us, Ann. And quite a story. That's a whole lot of energy that you've got there, and you look absolutely fabulous. So congratulations. And thanks to everyone for joining us. We will not have a call next week for the 4th of July. And